Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a great weekend. So yesterday morning in my message, I used my vehicle, and specifically the type of fuel that my vehicle uses, as an example in my sermon. I drive a Volkswagen Touareg TDI, which means it's a diesel vehicle. I never thought I'd buy a diesel vehicle, but I certainly like this car a lot. And yes, diesel fuel is more expensive, and sometimes it's a little harder to find, but it's wonderful. I love it. I love the power. I love it. And I love the fact that supposedly a diesel engine will last a long time. One of the reasons for that is what I found out about diesel fuel. Diesel fuel has an additive, a lubricant in it that gives it something called lubricity, which means it actually lubricates the engine as the engine works. Whereas gasoline is a solvent, it breaks things down. You put gasoline in this vehicle and it's not going to run well, and eventually it's going to shut down. Eventually it's going to wear out the parts. Eventually the pump's not going to work right anymore. And if you put gasoline in it and you run it for a while, you've got problems. You got to find a professional mechanic who knows what they're doing, a diesel mechanic. They're going to have to go through and flush the entire system, completely clean out that nasty gasoline that's in there, and probably replace a part or two, a pump, something expensive. I got to thinking, that's very much like the story of who we are. You know, God expertly crafted us and made us to be the kind of people and the kind of human beings that we are, to reflect His nature and who He is. And He made us that way on purpose, and He designed us to live on His strength and on His power. And He did that in a very important and powerful way. He made us that way. And when we try to run on something other than that, it breaks down. It doesn't work. We try to run on any kind of power or any kind of thought process other than that, and we sputter, and eventually parts start to fail. And what it said was that that part would have to be completely replaced. The line would have to be completely flushed. It would have to be taken care of. And it made me think, the scriptures say that I need a new heart. In this day and age where we kind of talk about, well, everybody's basically a good person, that's not what the scriptures teach. The scriptures teach that my heart will do what it wants to do all the time. Jeremiah even said, the heart is deceitful above all things. Who can understand it? Who can know it? But the good news is that God said, I will come and give you a new heart. I will clean out your lines. I will cleanse you with my blood. I will make you absolutely brand new. And then you can run on my blood that has lubricant. It has the ability to help you run longer and stronger and more powerfully. Anyway, as I was learning about diesel fuel, I thought that's just so parallel to the story that I find myself in, that you could find yourself in too. Anyway, hope you have a great week. That is your Monday Mojo.